Since the globe believers and the flat earth believers are such whiny little babies, I can do this one without saying it's either or. Just like the wind has the power to move an object, dust, leaves, however you want to go, smoke, light works in the same kind of way. It is able to move objects, even if you can't see it. Like the sun is its own light source that's powerful enough that that light can also create heat. But at the same time, it also moves the air that it shines through. Now for the moon's not nowhere near as intense as the sun, and I know some people think the moon is its own light source, which I just don't agree with. If you believe that, then that's your deal. So the light of the moon is not as intense as the sun, because that light from the moon does push something. It pushes colder temperature. Between you and the moon, there's a lot of space. Not outer space, but just the space in between you and the moon. There's a lot of air that it can push. And a lot of cold air. You climb up a mountain, the air gets colder. So in between you and the moon, that light has the ability to push this cold air down to you. Maybe not enough to even really notice it just by your touch or your feeling, but with a thermometer or whatever, you can get a reading of cooler light from the moon. I made a video a long time ago, no longer in existence, of how a fire works in the sunlight, in the moonlight, and just in a no moonlit night. And in the moonlight, the fire burned the best, which makes sense to me, maybe not to you, because the moonlight, like I say, it pushes, has the ability to carry things with it, such as temperature. It's also able to push more oxygen, so you got a better fire. The world systems that don't tell you the truth about most things, they can't lie about everything. And when they say the moon reflects light off the sun, that's one of these things they can't really lie about, because if you got sense, you can look at the moon on when it's out, and you can see the evidence on it that tells you it's not its own light source. Light does not cast a shadow. But something that reflects and has a crater on it has shadows on it, just like the craters you see on the moon. Then again, I guess maybe you believe that there are no craters on the moon. Those aren't craters. What are they? Craters, shadows, reflections. So there you have it. The light from the moon is not intense enough to heat things up, but it's still light and has the power to push what's in the air. So there you go. Colder moon, because light pushes